We are going to be joined by the center fielder of the 1996 world champion New York Yankees, being celebrated before the game, and that is Bernie Williams. What's up, Bernie?
It was like a softball center because he had right center and center, and I let him know that daily.
Yeah, I was.
Right, Big Bernie?
Yes, yeah, I was very glad today. I had the shortest walk of the day. I was playing no doubles today.
How did it feel to see everybody?
It felt great. It felt great. We were talking about this with somebody yesterday. That team was so special. We set such a great standard for all the other teams to come, and I was so happy to be part of this whole process. You know, that the Yankees went through in the mid-90s. It's amazing.
Now, I think about that a lot as Gregorius pops up the short, because Paul had won a championship with the Reds, David had won a championship with the Blue Jays, and had been there. But you suffered through the building process here, and that had to mean so much to you, I would think, because there was a lot of losing before you got to that.
Well, as a young player, you don't really know what's going on. I mean, you kind of like see 91, 92, and you kind of get used to this is kind of like the way it is. Right. You know, that we were great in the 70s. We're even greater, even farther back. But this was kind of like the way things were until 94 and 95 and then 96. With the culmination of this World Series team.
You hear that? As a young player, you don't know what's going on. Bernie, I thought that was a veteran player with you too. Sometimes I used to remind you, Bernie, we got a game tonight, right?
It was interesting back then.
Castro hits one deep to center field. Kiermaier back, track, wall, leaps. See ya! Into Monument Park, and it bounces out. A home run for Castro, and the game is tied at 3. Well, Paul, these former Yankees are bringing some luck to the board.
I'll tell you one thing, man. They're wearing out center field, which is usually a tough place to leave. This place.
Hot weather, ball carries.
Oh, no doubt. A little breaking ball up in the strike zone and just driven straight out to center field.
Crushed that
one. You would have made that play, right, Bernie?
I would have given my all.
You can say yes now, Bernie. It's so easy up here.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Had it in my back pocket.
Here's Gary Sanchez. I mean, you were once a young Yankee. I mean, is it unbelievable to watch what Sanchez has done and then what Austin and Judge just did?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, back then, I was happy to have a good at bat, which was, either even get on base, any way possible. But these guys are amazing.
Gary Sanchez grounds one to short. 2 away.
I mean, where do you go from there?
You got to hit another one, right?
That's right.
Bernie, looking back at it, that skinny kid with the glasses on became the star, right?
I had a really interesting perspective in the whole situation, because I was not old enough to be a veteran, but I wasn't young enough to be a rookie. So I was kind of like in between, like in this twilight zone. Obviously, the trade that they made that brought Paul into the team, gave me the opportunity to be the regular center fielder. And I had a couple of years ahead of, when those guys came, Derek and Jorge and Mariano and Andy. And but I was saying also before that, we had guys that were given an opportunity. Remember the Kevin Mosses, the Andy Stankiewicz, Oscar Asokars, Hensley Mullins, all those people that were given an opportunity that sort of paved the way for guys like us to come in and try to prove what we could do.
0-1 count on Tyler Austin. Hit a first home run in his first big league at bat. He swings and misses. 0-2. Of the two of them on either side of you right now, which one would you say, when you play with them, was least likely to be a broadcaster?
I would say Paul O'Neill. No doubt.
Because he embraced the media so much, right, as a player.
Well, he is probably the best guy you could ever meet outside of the baseball field.
Really? I was such an idiot here, though. I better stay away from this place.
Bernie, thanks, man.
You were too intense, man.
Still is. Great to see you, man.
Great to see you, too.
That's Bernie Williams. Yankees tie the score on the Castro home run. Austin strikes out.